What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? We have a landlord who documented what 40 years of smoking did to the walls inside of his house. Apparently, he had a tenant who was a smoker. I mean, a real smoker. A smoker. He said that the walls were supposed to be white. They were originally white, but after years of smoking, they look tan. There's a couple of elephants inside of this room. Let's address elephant number one. If smoking did that to the walls inside of his house, imagine what smoking does to the walls inside of your body. Think about it, fam. Even a car has a muffler. Your body is not supposed to have smoke inside of it. You're not really even supposed to inhale smoke at all. You have to get away from it as much as you can. Sometimes, you're waiting on a city bus or something, you're in traffic, whatever, you can't avoid it. But to just consciously smoke daily, not a good thing. Not a good thing. Not for your body. Might make you feel good. Might relax you. But health-wise, it's not a good decision. Elephant number two. Being a landlord, I can appreciate a good tenant. I mean, the average landlord just wants any landlord would just want somebody, number one, to pay their rent on time. Pay the rent, pay the lease on time. You're lucky if you can get someone to pay their rent for a year. If you can keep a tenant for a year, you're lucky. 5 years. Oh man, that's a good, you did good. 10 years. You've moved into the area of excellence. 20, 30, 40. That tenant paid the mortgage on that house. Perhaps a couple of times, depending on what the paperwork looked like. If I had a tenant that stayed in the house that long, and all I had to do was go in there and paint, after not painting for 40 years, man, that's a W. I'm not documenting that and putting it on social media and all that stuff. Man, that tenant won. I'm going to shake that tenant hand. Man, after a good 10 years, oh, man, I'm putting that tenant on my Christmas gift list, and I don't even have one. That is a good tenant. You know how hard it is to find a tenant to pay their rent for 40 years? And what kind of landlord is this that didn't go inside of that house and paint for 40 years? I would think at the very least, you paint maybe once every 10 years. But then again, it might be one of them situations where the landlord, the tenant has the responsibilities for the upkeep inside of the house, like stuff like walls and stuff, painting and all that kind of stuff. If they probably had any type of issue with plumbing or the HVAC or electrical, then maybe that's where the landlord would step in. But things like walls, I know a lot of times these type of things are not included. This was 40 years ago. I don't even know what the hell a leasing contract would have looked like 40 years ago. In any event, I would still be grateful no matter what. Now, if all he had to do was paint those walls, after 40 years, he don't have plumbing issues. Well, we don't know that. He probably had some, but he didn't have any after the move out. So all he really had to do is go in there and paint. Man, he tripping. If I could say anything to that dude right now, I'm talking about the landlord, I would look him dead in his eyes and say, suck it up, buttercup. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?